Hello guys, Chad with Winning Tennis here, and I want to make a video about footwork. I just want to show you some basic stuff that has really helped me. I played college tennis, and my college coach really gave me some great tips in terms of footwork, and I used it to beat players that were a lot better than myself by being able to get to the ball and keep getting the ball back. And even today, I continue to get the ball back against better players, and I'm amazed at how many times I win points just by getting the ball back. And I don't mean that I'm just lobbing the ball back, but I am getting the ball back somewhat a decent pace, but you can get more and more shots. And the higher the level you are, obviously the harder you're going to hit. So let's just take a look at this. Now, first thing is, you always want to be in the ready position. Excuse me, we're making a video. Thank you. Okay. The ready position for you could be with your left hand, your non-dominant hand. That is, I always make videos because I'm a right-handed player, and most players are right-handed. You have to ignore that. So you're going to have your non-dominant hand on this part of the racket, or you can have it here. Most people have it up here. So I'm in the ready position, and you want to be on your toes. So you might do this. You've seen Roger Federer go like this. I've seen the people that like to move their feet. Some people just like to keep their feet move like this. Any which way that you can to keep your feet moving rather than just staying stagnant. Because if you stand stagnant like this, now you have to go from this position. Whereas if your feet, now you can split. It's much easier to split step like this and move out or base out than it is to go like this and go. Okay, so really important, keep those feet moving. And once I see the ball, if I see it's going to be a forehand, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to split step. I see it's a forehand, I'm going to make a pivot right here. Okay, notice I'm pivoting out with my outer foot, okay, my right foot. And if the ball's going to be over there, I'm going to begin to step over. Now when I step over, I'm going to keep my left hand, this is my non-dominant hand, on the racket. Okay, really important that I don't start running like this, as I see a lot of people do. That, if you have to run super long distances, you probably best take your hand off and run. But if I know the ball is going to be a few steps away from me, okay, I'm going to turn, and I'm not going to start running with this foot because this, you notice here, this is not very efficient. Okay, I'm going to turn and I'm going to start going. Now I'm all the way here with the cross step, and now my racket comes up. I'm in position to hit the ball. My right foot, my outer foot, is always going to be the anchor. So this is my anchor. I have my weight here, I have my racket up, ready to strike the ball. Okay, however I hit it, whether I come across here or whether I just come here, it depends how I'm hitting the shot. And once I hit the ball and I come back to the ready position, what I typically like to do is I start to cross over back here. Especially if I'm way out wide and I hit the ball, now I'm going to cross over. Now when you cross over, don't do this and look away. You want to continue to look at the court so you can see what's happening with the next shot, because you're going to hit the ball sometimes you hit the ball very hard and the next shot's going to be over there. And if I start turning like this and take my eye off the ball for even a split second, it'll be too late. I won't be able to pick it up again. Okay, so let me show you from the beginning. Okay, move your feet, split step. I see it's a forehand in the corner. I base out, I start running. My non-dominant hand, my left hand, is on the racket. And now I'm going to set my racket. I'm going to swing, follow through, get back to the ready position, and I'm going to cross over, shuffle back to the middle. Typically I want to be back to the middle of the court so I can cover, it's easier to cover the whole court from the middle. Now you're not going to always be going back to the middle. There'll be times where you're going to stay a little bit over here. Really just depends on the situation, but most of the time you're going back to the middle. Same thing if we're going to the backhand. Okay, so I'm going to be on my toes, split step. Now when you split step, get a nice low base. Don't just split step like this. Okay, nice low base, and I'm going to pivot out on my outer leg, and I'm going to start getting into my two-hand backhand. If I'm a one-hand backhand, I'm going to keep my hand here, my left hand, on the throat of the racket. as I base out, I'm going to cross over, going to keep my eye on the ball over here, and I'm going to run over. And if the ball is right here, I take little steps. You can take big steps initially. Split step, pivot, turn, take little small steps, set up, okay? Hit your shot. Typically on a two-hander, your left leg is going to come around. Now I'm back in the ready position, and now I cross over, and I'm back to the middle of the court. You can cover a lot more distance crossing over, so if I hit the ball out here, and I shuffle back, you can see it's a little slow. Actually, this is better. If I hit the ball from out here, okay, and I cross step, I can come all the way to here. If I finish my stroke and I shuffle, I'm here. So you can see there's a big difference. That's why we cross step back. And when you cross step and you come back fast, it looks something like this. So I'm on my toes, split step, turn, cross, run over, hit my shot. Okay, now I'm planted here, back to the middle. Okay, so back here, boom, cross over, hit your shot, cross back. Okay, it's gonna feel a little awkward at first, but soon it'll be second nature. Same thing again, start turning out here, hit my shot, cross step back to the middle. It's always the outside foot crosses over the front, never the rear. You don't want to do that. Okay, one other thing is if you don't have to move that far, you don't have to cross step. So if the ball is going to be, let's say, right over here, and I just have to move here and I set up, I can hit my shot. There's no need for me to really cross step back. Okay, I can hit my shot, and I can just take a couple of shuffles and I'm back to the middle. It's only when you're out wide that you want to cross step. Well, I hope you guys really like that movement video. Trust me, that stuff works. I've been using it since college, and I moved side to side like a gazelle out there, and you can too. So let me know how it goes. And guys, if you like these videos, please subscribe. I've got a lot more coming out in the new year. Happy New Year to everybody. Play tennis, get out there and play in 2018. I'll see you in the next video.